What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Jada Toys Street Fighter Player 2 Ryu figure. So this is a Paulmartstore exclusive, which I've never heard about, but it was the only way you could get this unless you go for the aftermarket. But this is pretty much a variant to the standard release. They're gonna start doing like Player 2 variants to their Street Fighter figures, similar to what Soda Toys was doing. So I was interested in getting this because I was also doing the same for Soda Toys at the time, and I really do enjoy the Jada figures, so I didn't mind picking this up. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. So the packaging is pretty much the same as just the standard Ryu, except you are getting like this Paulmartstore limited edition sticker, which is pretty cool, but everything else is pretty much the same really. I think what would have been cool is since this is the Player 2 Ryu, it would have been cool if they put this on the other side, since Player 2. I don't know, I just thought that would have been really cool. But yeah, the packaging is pretty much the same as your standard Ryu release. Not much really going on with the side. Everything is pretty much the exact same except for the back, because the back does show the figure right there, but everything else is pretty much the same. Like, you still got the roster going on there. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this out of the box and take a closer look. Okay, so here's the figure out of the packaging right here. So again, this is just a variant, so the only difference really is just the color swaps really. So everything is pretty much going to be the same. Articulation, sculpt, accessories really. There's not going to be anything crazy going on. It's just that for Ryu, the headband's blue and then the gi is gray this time. But he got the brown gloves as well. However, the skin tone is actually a lot better on this figure, and I'll bring in the standard release. You see how like he's not like as orange, like how this one is. So I do like that. So this is kind of cool if you want to put the gi on this figure, and then pop the lower legs from here onto this figure. And then of course you would have to paint the headband red, of course, if you want to do that, and the hair, since it is supposed to be brown. But the skin tone is a lot better, which I do like. But the skin tone, it's not like perfect though. I still think it's like, I think it's a little too pale. I mean, I do like it a lot better, but I do think it's a little too pale though. And maybe the gi is a little too light. Like, it's not like that really dark gray as how it is in the game. But other than that, I think it does look a whole lot better of them making the skin tone a lot lighter here. So I do want to like zoom in here, because there is still like shading around the figure. Like, you can see it around like the torso. It's a little weird though, because like from here it kind of looks like it just kind of stops right there. So that's kind of weird. So let me show off the accessories right here. So you do have this interchangeable head sculpt. It's the same thing, the same like angry expression, but the headband is blue this time. The face is it looks a lot cleaner here though. I think the paint job on this one's a lot better though, so I do like that. And then the hands, you are getting the same hands to throw the Hadoken, and you still got the brown gloves going on there. And then the same old Hadoken effect piece right here with the stand right here, and then the base pretty much. So yeah, and then you can still see the gloves. So yeah, everything same thing as you got as the standard Ryu release. And articulation, I still don't really have to go over, because it is really the same as that figure. This one still moves fine. Biceps swivel there, double jointed pinless elbows, and hips is pretty good on this guy too. Double jointed knees. Don't really have to go over too much here because it is the same figure you're getting. But yeah, just wanted to let you know about that one. Okay, so I wanted to show this off real fast, but this is how it would look like if you wanted to put, the white gi on. And yeah, I think this actually looks good. I think, if you just paint the red headband, and like I said, pop the lower legs on the other figure onto this, and, of course, paint the hair brown, I think it would actually be okay, I'm okay, though. I don't want to really buy another one just for that, because who knows, at some point they're probably going to do another Ryu with the right skin tone and the gloves. I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll see that in a deluxe, or I don't know really, but I'm okay with this really. But I will say, if you do want to do this, like paint it up really, I would say like the white gi actually looks pretty good. So here's like the back side right here. So yeah, this actually does look pretty nice. So here's your Ryu figure comparison. So we have the Paulmartstore exclusive next to the standard one, and then the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Evil Ryu figure. And then one last final comparison, but here is the Player 2 Ryu next to the Ken figure. And you know, now that I'm looking at these two next to each other, I think they probably could have gotten away if they used the same skin tone for Ryu. Because if you look at like Ken next to this Ryu right here, and then I'll bring in like, you know, just the standard Ryu right here, you see how like Ken, he's not like too orange, but he's also like not too pale either. Like you can tell like there's actually a tan going on for Ken compared to these two. So I think they probably could have gone away with doing that, really. And let me just show off like the, you know, just the box art, for example, because I can, you know, use that as well. But you see like he's not like too pale like this. Like he definitely has like a tan, and you know, again, like the gi is a little bit darker. So I think they probably could have gotten away with doing that, honestly. But you know, it's still a pretty cool figure. I do like you know, I do like this a lot more than, you know, this one, of course. So, you know, I'll still like stick with this Ryu, of course. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on the Jada Toys Paulmartstore exclusive Player 2 Ryu figure. It's definitely not going to be for everyone unless you're trying to be a completionist on the line, but I do like the updated skin tone they did here for Ryu. I think it looks a lot better than the regular release. I just noticed the weird paint speck on his right shoulder. Don't know where that came from. Anyway, not a lot to really say since it is just a variant, so let me know what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you want to pick this up, this is only available through the official Paulmartstore website since it is exclusive over there. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, but until then, take care, my friends.